What's going on, my lovelies? Guess who's back? Just for this video anyways, cause y'all know I am about to go ghost again after this video. Now you guys know my ass like to procrastinate, but honestly, I've really I don't know how many times I have to say that. I've just been bored with OPBR, so I haven't really been having like the motivation to like really post any new content. And when I do post content, I want to be able to post out like raw content for you guys, which means, you know, like not anything like fake. So I felt like if I was to just keep posting content while I'm just bored of this game, it's not gonna be real. It's not gonna be like my real emotions, my real reactions or anything. And yeah, no, Yinny likes to give out some raw ass, no filter ass content, alright? I'm pretty sure, you know, I really don't have to explain this video because you probably read the title. And if you haven't, then this video is going to be every EX versus Luffy. So the sole purpose of this video is to basically see which EXs can do well against Luffy, which it's not to see who can kill Luffy, but at least somebody that can actually do some sort of damage to him or whatever it may be. So we're going to go with these EXs in order of their release. So I would also like to add that during this video, we will be showcasing the EXs using their skills, their normals versus 5th gear Luffy when he is not buffed in his treasure area, and then when he is fully buffed in his treasure area. Also, I will not be doing like any like real live commentary on here. There will probably be certain parts in the video that I will probably do a quick voiceover if there are certain things that I have to like explain to you guys, but I won't be doing any live commentary because this video is, I guess, maybe it's just like more or less of a fun video to do to see which EX can go head to head with Luffy at least, right? And I also do have like a few friends help me make this video. So, you know, it's going to be hard to do like a live commentary and be on voice chat with them also. So I do hope you guys enjoy the video. And I do apologize for, you know, being on such a weird schedule with my YouTube uploading. I promise I am going to try at least a little bit more. Thank you guys. Enjoy. Alright, so for the people who never pulled Blackbeard, or you know, mainly for new people, keep in mind that Blackbeard does have a trait that does 30% more damage to power users, but as you can see in a bit over here, versus a fully stacked Luffy, he probably really wouldn't do as much. But he does, however, get an attack buff when he is down. So if you just want to have fun and fuck around or whatever, you can utilize that temporary attack boost to at least do some shit to Luffy. Okay, so over here, do keep in mind that Roger's skill 1 does reduce defense, and that is why it does that much damage. As you can see over here, that skill 2 did about 16k to me, and I'm actually not really sure if that was a crit or not, but the strategy here is to just basically use your commissary, and then if you can bait it correctly and bait out his counter and everything, you can use that skill 2 because commissary does lower defense, as I said previously. Okay, so the skill 2 over here did like around 15k damage to me. Also, I was in my flag area, so a fully stacked Roger can stand a chance against fully stacked Luffy. Alright, before we really get into this, I would like to mention that my Akainu on this account is Hyper Boost 4. So he might, in a way, I don't actually know if like fully Hyper Boost does anything too much besides, you know, the 2 flags. But my Akainu is Hyper Boost 4, so he might do just a tad bit more damage than the average Hyper Boost to Akainu. Akainu also, usually for the most part, he does get a 30% damage and a 10% attack boost, and it stacks up to 50%, I believe, on targets that is inflicted with Incinerate. But as you can see, you know, Luffy, he doesn't get any status when he is in his flag and when he is above a certain amount of HP, so that's why he's not really getting as much attack boost as he should be. And to top it off, Akainu kind of depends on his skill 2 to get into magma state, but Luffy remove any status effects, so that renders Akainu pretty useless against Luffy. this is a fully charged skill 1 of Yamato. If you take a look at underneath her HP, she gets an attack buff every time she fully charges her skill 2. She also increases her damage dealt whenever she is at a certain percentage of her HP, and also when she has a lot more treasure, her skill does cool down a lot quicker, and she does get a damage increase when she has more treasure. That fully charged skill 1 did a decent amount of damage to me, or I wouldn't really say a decent amount of damage, but it did an okay amount of damage to me because she fully charged it, and as you can see, her normal attacks did a little bit more when she has the attack buffs. Alright, let's take a look at a not fully charged skill 1. It actually did no damage to me because she didn't get her attack buff up. So just make sure you fully charge or have more treasure secured to be able to maybe do a little bit of something against Luffy. In conclusion though, I wouldn't recommend using Yamato against Luffy. You have to depend too much on your attack buffs that is conditional to get. Kaido against a fully stacked Luffy is definitely a no-go. I don't know why your defender ass is going to other defenders' treasure area anyways to fight. Your job is to defend, you're not an attacker. But yeah, it's also no point of doing skill 2 because I have no flags right now anyways. But I'm gonna put in a clip of Luffy fighting Kaido on his flag, and for the most part his normals can't kill Kaido, but he can however kill Kaido with his skills, definitely. So let me quickly explain something here for the people who don't know. As I said, for the new people, Luffy already gets like an attack buff every time he attacks an enemy, so it would be no point to do a unstacked Luffy versus a fully stacked G5 or a unstacked G5, because with Luffy getting his attack stacks anyways, he will be able to kill a G5 that is in full stack. In conclusion, EX Luffy, or the blue Luffy, can do something against G5, but let's be real here. If in a real league match or even in a 1v1, most G5 users are not going to let you hit them with attacks. If they are a good player, they will perfect dodge it, and so you have to really time your skills correctly to be able to do something against G5. Okay, so Z skill 1, it puts him into a little buff state, makes his attack a little bit faster, and his normal attack has a knockback effect on it. Z also has a skill 2 that's kind of like Luffy's skill 2. You use it once per turn, it respawns when you die, and after you use that skill, you get a different skill 2. And unlike Luffy's skill 2, Z's skill 2, when you first start, it does a 70% fixed damage. Well, 70% of your HP, so it doesn't matter what your defense is, it doesn't matter what your damage reduction is, it does just 70% of your HP. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, my Luffy is at full defense, but that skill 2 still took a lot of my HP because it took 70% of my HP. Now, the thing with Z and Luffy is they technically both can't kill each other. So, you know, if Z is on his flag, Luffy can't kill Z unless otherwise there's like a team boost or whatever. But Z can just heal it back eventually, and he does no damage to Luffy, as you see. So therefore, in a battle with Luffy versus Z, nobody really wins. Big Mom does get a temporary 30% attack boost every time she gets downed, so you can use that as an advantage for you. This is probably why she is doing a decent amount of damage to me, because I downed her recently. Her attack buff lasts about like 20 seconds or so you can try to utilize that when fighting Luffy in his treasure area. But as I mentioned before, of course, you know, most times, most Luffy probably won't let you do that, but that goes for almost like any freaking character anyways. So in conclusion, Big Mom can do something against Luffy if you utilize your attack buffs correctly. One thing about Zoro is that Luffy can't gather up his defense buff because Zoro doesn't get knocked back. And Luffy, in order to get his defense stacks, he needs to knock somebody back. A good strategy, I guess, would be to head straight for him when he is at spawn flag and try to get his ass. Otherwise, against Luffy, once he is fully stacked, I don't really think for the most part Zoro can do anything besides, like if you lower his defense first. He does get an attack buff when he changes color, but the thing is he already has a color advantage against Luffy, so what you might have to do is get somebody else to change your color and then get Luffy to change your color back for that temporarily, not even that long attack boost, but it might work. Okay, so over here I realized that I was hill blocked, and so I told Kiryu to, okay, Kiryu, pull the hell up because I'm hill blocked. I'll most likely die before we get to showcase any damage against that kid does against G5. So here's the thing about fighting Kid, especially with G5. The only attack that will do anything to G5 is that skill 1, which ignores defense. So Kid can't do anything otherwise to G5, and G5 definitely won't be able to do anything to Kid once he does get his full defense stack up. So the only thing you guys can really do to each other is use your ignore defense. With fighting Luffy with Law, he really wouldn't even be able to even scratch Luffy. So you're better off with using Kid and using save up your skill 1 and ignore defense and just hit him with that. But honestly, in a fight with Luffy and Kid, nobody is really going to win unless maybe you get a team boost and everything like that. But yeah, you guys, that's it for my every EX versus G5 Luffy. I am not doing a G5 versus G5 because there's really no need to. Wanted to do something a little bit different for you guys. I don't post as often, and I haven't posted in a while, so I wanted to bring out something fun, something new. It took me a long time to edit this video, so yeah. As you can see, because I added a lot of stuff in there, and as you can see, for the people who do know, I got the inspiration from Super Smash Bros. For the new challengers. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to give this video a like, and if you're new, go ahead and hit on that subscribe button, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video.